Top 5 current coaches in the NFL. Now, we all know the NFL releases several lists. Different lists have the coaches ranked in different areas. So, this is a list I found very interesting. So, we're going to start at number 6 because who they have at number 6 I find very interesting, like I said. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and make sure you hit the notification bells to get all the new content. So, we're going to be breaking down 6 top current coaches. So this list has Mike Tomlin at number 6. I find that very interesting. Mike Tomlin been with the Steelers for a long time, winning a Super Bowl. Haven't had recent playoff success, missing the playoffs last year. But Mike Tomlin also hasn't had a losing season. If you've been in the game coaching as long as Coach Tomlin has and not having a losing season, man, that's a big accomplishment. Especially when there's years that he could have had a losing season. I know last year a lot of people thought, this might be his first one. Going into a new chapter. Not having a franchise quarterback. Big Ben, his franchise quarterback for many years, is gone. So, you fear the unknown, what's going to happen. You bring in Mitch Trubisky, to start, to take over. Then you draft Kenny Pickett, who ends up taking over a couple games in. Slow start, to the season, and people, was already on that train. This is going to be his first one. And then at the end, it turned around and the Steelers was in playoff contention, due to Coach Tomlin's coaching. So he was able to turn the season around, rookie quarterback, and lead his team to a winning record and almost making the playoffs. So, and then you have the year where they lost Big Ben a couple games in the season. Mason Rudolph had to come and replace him, and he was ultimately replaced by a guy named Duck Hodges. Pittsburgh, people thought Pittsburgh Steelers maybe were in for it. 3 games in, I think, or 2 or 3 games in, Ben goes down with the elbow, and man, they make a trade for a safety. Your quarterback goes down and you make a trade for a safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. He comes in and changes up the defense. They don't allow as many points, and that helps them win some games, and he finished 500. So those 2 seasons alone, Mike Tomlin put his coaching on full display. So to see him at number 6, especially with some of the guys in front of him, is very interesting. That's why I wanted to start there, at number 6, because I don't know where these guys come up with this stuff, but that's kind of, shocking to me. So that's Mike Tomlin on this list at number 6. Moving on to number 5, Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan is ranked above Tomlin. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how they come up with this stuff, but Shanahan, he's been putting some things together. He's been putting some things together there in San Francisco. Great offensive mind. I know he had Brock Purdy in good position last year. Him coming in as the 3rd stringer, and Brock had to do his part. You can scheme and put people in place, but the guys have to do their part as well. And Brock did his part, due to a great scheme with Kyle Shanahan. I don't think, he's been doing it long enough to be at the number 5 spot, like I said, ahead of Tomlin, but that's where they have him. So, Kyle Shanahan, good up and coming coach, but we like to see a little bit more. Number 4, John Harbaugh. Okay, Harbaugh, been a long time coach at Baltimore Ravens, put together some things. John Harbaugh was almost out of there, man, before he put Lamar Jackson, named Lamar Jackson the starter, and Lamar helped him keep his job. And he's been putting things together with Lamar Jackson since then. He won a Super Bowl, not with Lamar Jackson. You know, he had Joe Flacco. So he's a Super Bowl winning coach. Made the playoffs last year. You know, Lamar Jackson was hurt, but Huntley stepped in, you know. They almost won. I mean, they could have won that playoff game. And I say they almost won, but they could have won that playoff game, man. You never know if Huntley doesn't fumble that ball on the goal line, man. You know, it could be a different story. So Harbaugh had his team in it, you know, with a backup quarterback, even in the playoffs. So number 4, John Harbaugh. Number 3, man, like I said, I don't know where they come up with this, man. Sean McVay. Okay, Sean McVay at number 3. The Rams were not good last year, so how they get that, you know, you can't say they can go by last year's ranking because they wasn't good last year. So that's a shocker. He's a young up-and-coming coach. I know the thing was everybody wanted the next Sean McVay. You know, who's going to find the next Sean McVay? You know, they did the things with the them picks and all that, trading, you know, getting the big names and put it together, winning the Super Bowl. That's all fine and everything. It all fell apart last year. You know, Von Miller going to Buffalo and everything. You know, they traded all the pieces that they got to get some type of capital back because they didn't have no picks, you know. So Sean McVay, not saying he's not a good coach, you know, but to have him at the number 3 spot ahead of Mike Tomlin, Harbaugh, I can't see that one there. You know, not taking nothing away from him. Like I said, a good, smart, up-and-coming coach, but number 3 is definitely a stretch. Number 2, Belichick. This is accurate. You know, I can't argue with this. Belichick been doing it for a long time. You know, had a great run with Tom Brady, winning 6 Super Bowls. So, you know, he's up against it right now. You know, he has to put some things together. He has to regroup because like Coach Tomlin, his franchise quarterback is gone. So he's going into a new chapter in his coaching career as well. Got the Mac Jones era going on. So got Juju now. So we'll see what he'll do. But he's worthy of the number 2 spot, man. You can't question that. Belichick, arguably one of the greatest coaches. You know, some say he's the greatest NFL coach. You know, I mean, he's up there, man. You got to give him his respect. You know, you see the resume. He's been doing his thing, the hoodie, you know, as they call him. So number 2, I can't argue with that. And number 1, I definitely can't argue with this. Andy Reid. Andy Reid's been putting it together for a very long time. Great offensive man, you know. The only thing that was missing from Andy Reid's resume was a Super Bowl title, and he has 2 of those, you know, moving up to get Patrick Mahomes, which now looks like a great move, you know. I mean, superb, you know. He's seen something in Mahomes, he's seen it, and he went and got him. And with that scheme, you know, with his mind and Mahomes' play, his skill set, you see what's going down in Kansas City. And it looks like, you know, the deal with Mahomes, what he made to secure there'll be some money to sign people and to keep a good team, and the coaching, you know, from Andy Reid. And man, so Andy Reid, top spot. That's accurate, very accurate. You know, I can't take nothing away from that. Or you can flip-flop them. You can say Belichick 1, Andy Reid 2. However you want to do it. Those 2 are the top 2 coaches currently in the NFL. I would put Mike Tomlin at number 3 behind those 2. You know, you can make a case, you know, Harbaugh or Tomlin, but I would say Tomlin over Harbaugh at the 3 spot, you know, and then keep Harbaugh 4. because even though the records are similar, you know, Harbaugh having more recent playoff success, but Mike Tomlin haven't had a losing season. So, you know, that will give him the edge. So what do you guys think? The top coaches, current coaches in the NFL. I know I said top 5 in the title, but I just had to put the 6th one in there, being in Mike Tomlin, and I found it very interesting. So what do you guys think? Is it accurate? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.